Hi, welcome. This is Lara from Om3 Yoga, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's start on your backs this afternoon. And as you come to lie on your back, let's maybe bend the knees towards the ceiling. Kind of just start to shift your body onto the ground. You might want to move the shoulders a little bit, make sure your head and neck feels good. Just let your eyes close for a moment. Let's take a really big, deep breath in, feeling the belly expand. And then exhale, dropping the belly towards the spine. Once again, let's take a big, deep inhale, feeling the belly expand. And exhale, feeling the belly drop towards the spine. One more time, big, deep inhale. And exhaling. And then we're going to slowly start to move the pelvis a little bit. So we're going to exhale and press down through the tailbone, feeling the lower back lift away. Inhaling here. Belly expand, and then exhale, draw the belly towards the spine and bring your back flat. Maybe a little tilt of the pelvis up. And then we're going to again press the tailbone down, inhaling, feeling the lower back lift away from the ground. And exhale, drawing the belly towards the spine, press that back flat. Maybe a little tilt of the pelvis. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling. So maybe adjust your shoulders and exhale. Maybe adjust your body, perhaps creating a little bit more space, feeling the hips move towards the feet. And then let's gently bring your right hand to your belly and the left hand to the heart. I'm just taking a moment to breathe here, feeling the belly expand and the chest rise. And then exhale, feeling the chest fall and the belly fall. And I'm going to guide you through 2 more rounds like that, but we're going to count to 6. So let's inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe swallow. And then once again, we're going to inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try that one on your own. Maybe pause at the top of the inhale if that feels safe. And exhaling. Perhaps swallow. Beautiful. We're going to slowly start to bring your hands down to the side. Let's squeeze the knees towards the chest. Give yourself a great big hug, rocking a little bit from side to side. Kind of noticing and welcoming how your body feels today. And then we're going to gently bring our hands onto our knees. We'll inhale, bring the knees so they're over the hips. And we're going to start to do some circles onto your sacrum. So doing a few circles in one direction. Starting to notice that sensation in the lower back. Beautiful. And then we're going to come back to that neutral place, and then let's start to do some circles in the opposite direction. So doing it counterclockwise, and notice that it might feel easier, it might feel more challenging. Just notice maybe there's more sensation on one side or the other, and maybe you don't remember at all. And it's all good, just notice. 2 and 1, beautiful. We're gonna squeeze the knees back towards the chest, maybe bringing the hands even behind the knees. That might feel interesting. And then roll the shoulders back. Let's turn your head to the right. Noticing your breath. Releasing, letting go on the exhalation. Inhale, we're going to turn the head up. And then exhale the head over to the left. And just keep breathing. Two. And 1. We're going to slowly bring your head back to neutral. Let's bring your body so you roll over to the right side. You're going to rest your head on your right upper arm. Bring the left hand in front of the chest. Just pausing here for a moment. Beautiful. 2 and 1. And we're going to bring your left hand in front of the chest. We're going to slowly press to the hand and then sliding the body up. And then let's come to a seated shape. And we're going to stretch your legs out in front of you and start to move the fleshy part away from the sitting bones. And we'll bring your arms alongside the body, roll the shoulders back, maybe feel the rib cage anchor a little bit, and then press the back of the head back, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. Flex through the feet. Maybe try to spread the toes. You can keep your eyes open or closed. And also, can you squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom 1 and 2? Start to engage. You might start to feel your lower belly start to engage as well. Breathing here. Just noticing the sensation. 2 and 1. Now we're going to gently point the toes. Bring your chin to your chest. Exhale, feeling the shoulders drop away from the ears. And then let's flex the feet. Inhale, look up. Exhale, we're going to point the toes, chin to the chest. Inhale, flex the feet and look up. Exhale, let's point the toes, chin to the chest. Inhale, flex the feet and look up. 2 more times. Exhale. And inhaling. Exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. Let's find a neutral spine. We're going to bend the knees. Try to bring your feet on the ground. You might need to bring your feet a little bit wider. We're going to inhale, reach the arms high. And then exhale, belly to the thighs. Slowly start to fold over the legs, bringing the chin to the chest. Taking a few breaths from here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, reach your arms up. We're going to exhale, bring the hands down, bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Let's grab onto the ankles. You might want to wiggle your hips a little bit from side to side. It feels good to create a little bit more space. And then we're going to bring our hands onto the shins or the ankles, reaching wherever you can. And we're going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the heart up, maybe looking up. And then let's exhale, bring your chin to your chest, belly to the spine, rounding. So we're going to move like this a few times. Inhale, we'll roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhaling, feeling more space in your body as you continue to move, feeling things loosening up. Inhaling. And exhale. 1 last time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, find a neutral spine. Let's bring the knees together and we're going to crisscross the legs, bringing your hands forward, coming into a tabletop. shape. So trying to get your shoulders over your wrist, your hips are over your knees, for the fingers nice and wide, middle finger pointing forward. And then we're going to start to move through the joints. So we're going to do some circles in a clockwise motion. So bringing the shoulders a little forward, the hips back, and you can do these circles as big or small as you'd like them to. So maybe there's just a little movement, especially if you have any joint issues, or maybe it feels good to do some bigger dynamic movement. Let's do 3 more of these. 2, and 1 last time. Beautiful. Let's take a moment. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lengthening, look up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. Finding a neutral place. Now we're going to do the circles in a clockwise motion, working the opposite way. So again, you can do the small circles, or maybe you're doing a little bit more dynamic circles. So again, listen to what feels good for your body. Just letting your body move. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to find a neutral place. Once again, let's roll the shoulders back. We'll inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, let's find a flat back. We're going to take your right leg back behind you, curling the toes under. We'll exhale, stretch the heel back onto so your foot's on the ground. You're just stretching your heel back, feeling that big stretch in the back of the leg, perhaps the calf. Maybe even see if you can engage the glutes or squeeze the inner thighs together, even though they're not, just to feel a little bit bigger stretch. 2, and 1. We're going to bring the shoulders over the wrists, start to slide that left foot to the left, but a little bit right foot flat. You're going to point your right toes to the right and lift your right arm to the sky. Breathing here, you can stay exactly where you're at, or if it would feel good, turn your palm towards your head and then maybe reach the hand forward, reaching those fingertips away from the side edge of the right foot, pressing the right edge of the foot into the ground. So big stretch to the side waist, maybe dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder to relax your neck. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale the arm up and then exhale, coming back to tabletop. Adjusting your body, we'll inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhaling, finding a flat back. We're going to extend your left leg back onto the mat, so curling the toes under. And then you're going to stretch your heel back, feeling that big stretch in the back of the leg. Broadening the shoulders, breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring the shoulders over the wrists. We're going to slide the right toes to the right a little bit. Bring that left foot flat this time. Left toes go over to the left, and we'll reach your left arm to the sky. So this is perfect right here. Or if you want to, turn your palm towards your head, maybe reaching that left arm overhead, dropping the right ear towards the shoulder, feeling that stretch in the side waist. Keep breathing, press down through that edge of the left foot as you reach away with the fingertips, finding more and more space in your body. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the hand down, lower the knee down. Beautiful. We'll inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, let's bring your hips toward your heels, child's pose. Beautiful. And as you're in child's pose here, perhaps bringing the palms of the hands to touch. You can press down through those forearms into the mat. Or it might feel good to bend the elbows, tapping the back of the head or the back of the shoulders. Keep breathing, noticing, observing, experiencing whatever sensations are rising in your body. And then take a moment to welcome the feeling sense of gratitude. Just having gratitude for your body and your breath, your energy. Whatever's happening in this moment, right here, right now. We're going to slowly lower the hands back down. We'll inhale, find tabletop. Let's curl the toes under, extend the legs back, knees off the mat, finding a plank shape. Reaching through the crown of the head, maybe coming a little bit further on those tippy toes. Maybe the body is shaking or energizing a little bit. 2, and 1. We're going to lower all the way down to the belly. Releasing the feet. We'll slide the hands back a little bit, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together, and then take the gaze kind of where the floor and the wall start to meet. Breathing here, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can stay exactly as you are if you want, maybe straightening the arms, maybe lifting the knees up for up dog. 1, we're gonna exhale, find tabletop child's pose or downward facing dog. So listening to what your body needs. If you're coming to a downward facing dog, maybe start by bending and straightening the legs a few times, warming the legs up. Right, want to shake your head and neck out, yes and no. You can bend and straighten the elbows or the knees. So just kind of explore, what does your body need? Maybe you're moving your hips from side to side. Just finding space in your body. Welcoming whatever it is today. Maybe it feels good just to be steady. And still, what do you need? 2, and 1. We're going to slowly walk the hands back to the feet. Folding forward, belly and thighs meet. Keep those knees bent, letting your head feel heavy, maybe grabbing onto the opposite elbows. Keep breathing, feeling the back stretch, maybe the legs, noticing whatever sensations you're experiencing. 2, and 1. We're going to release and inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pausing here, feeling your feet on the ground. Rolling the shoulders back. Breathing. Listening, grounding. We're going to slowly release the hands, shake out. Blinking your eyes open. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to exhale, bend the knees, hinging from your hips, folding forward. Walking the hands forward, we're going to find a plank shape. Time to get there. 2, and 1, and then we're going to lower all the way down to the belly. Releasing the feet. Let's gently bring your arms either alongside the body, or some of you might want to interlace your hands behind your back. So listen to what feels good and safe for your body, not a big deal. We're going to roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can keep your thumbs at the base of the spine or reach the arms back as you lift the heart up. If your hands are on the mat, press through the back of the hands just to help your chest lift a little bit higher. Keep breathing, feeling that heart lift. 3, 2, 1. We're going to exhale, lowering down. Beautiful. Take a break for a moment. And we're going to do that again as you're ready. So maybe interlacing your hands behind your back, roll the shoulders back, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhaling. Beautiful. Hands under the shoulders. Let's press up to tabletop. We're going to step the right foot between the hands. Curling the left toes under, left knee off the mat. Pressing through the feet so you can stay right here or feel the inner thighs squeeze together as you reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Let's bring the hands together, bend the elbows, tap the back of the head or the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to exhale, squeeze the elbows towards the chest, and then lowering the hands down. We're going to step your feet together at the front of the mat, folding forward. Pressing through the feet, we'll inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Inhale, let's reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, you're going to bend the knees, hinge from the hips, folding forward, chin to the chest. We're going to step that left foot back, ball the foot, and then this time we're going to drop down to the knee, maybe look up at the ceiling. Beautiful. You can stay right here, or if you choose, maybe lift that back knee off the mat again. We're going to all keep our left hand under the shoulder and reach your right arm to the sky to take a twist. Keep breathing, maybe looking up at your thumb, feeling your shoulders stack wherever you are. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the hand down. Step your feet back, downward dog. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We're going to find a plank. Exhale, lowering down to the belly. Releasing the feet, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up a little bit. Now this time we're going to exhale, sink your hips back to child's pose. Beautiful. Feeling that back stretch out. Maybe press through the hands a lot. Feeling a stretch in the upper back and shoulders. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. We're going to inhale, find tabletop. And now stepping that left foot forward. Beautiful. Curling the right toes under, we'll lift the right knee off the mat. Again, feel free to stay here if this is better for your body, or perhaps feel the inner thighs squeeze together. Draw the belly to the spine. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Keep breathing. We're going to bring the hands together. Bend the elbows, tap the back of the head or the shoulders. Inhaling up. Exhale, bringing the elbows towards the chest. We'll lower the hands onto the mat. Stepping that left foot or right foot to meet the left at the front of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Beautiful. Pressing through the feet, we'll rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, hinge from your hips, folding forward. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and step that right leg back. Gently dropping down to the knee, looking up towards the ceiling, feeling a deep stretch in the front of the hips. Now you can stay wherever you are and keep your right hand under the shoulder, or lift your right knee off the mat, and we'll lift the left arm to the sky. Take a twist. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the hand down. We'll step back, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhaling, let's bring the body forward to plank. We're going to lower onto the belly once again. Releasing the feet, taking your version of a back bend, so arms alongside the body. You can take a cobra, you can take an up dog. Maybe you're interlacing your hands behind your back. Maybe you're grabbing onto your feet. What works? 2, 1, we're going to release and find a child's pose once again. Keep breathing. 3. Find more space, connect with your breath. 2, letting yourself settle and ground. What does gratitude feel like in your body? Have gratitude for your body right now. One more deep breath. Letting go. Beautiful. If you need to continue to rest, stay right where you're at. If you want to move, we'll press to the tops of the feet and knees, lifting the arms to the ceiling. Woo! Maybe curling the toes under. Let's bring your right hand to your right heel. Lift either left arm towards the sky, or maybe reach that left arm back a little bit. Keep lifting your heart up. 2, and 1. We're going to come all the way back up, reach the arms up, and we'll do the other side. So left hand down, and then maybe reaching that right arm back a little bit. Perhaps it's to the sky. So what feels good for the shoulder today? 2, and 1. We're going to gently come all the way up. Let's reach both arms up. We'll exhale, lower your hands down. Curling the toes under, lift the hips high, downward dog. Shake the head and neck out. 2, and 1. Let's walk the feet to the front of the mat, meeting the hands, and taking a forward fold from here. Grabbing onto the elbows. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Let's bring the arms alongside the body, palms forward. Just breathe for a moment. Feeling shifts and changes. Noticing sensations. Beautiful. When you're ready, let's take a giant step out wide onto the mat. And from here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, we'll take a wide-legged forward fold to begin. Shaking your head and neck out. 3. Any shape for your arms that works for your body. 2, 1. And again, if your body needs to stay here and kind of rest and find that ease, beautiful. If you're ready to move, we're going to inhale, reach all the way up. We'll take your arms wide. We're going to take your right toes forward. We'll bend into the knee, finding warrior B. Pressing that right knee towards the right pinky toe. Feeling the shoulder blades squeeze together. Maybe look at the back arm. Notice what it's doing. Seeing if you can find your shoulders over your hips. Keep breathing. Press to the outside edge of that back left foot. 3, 2, 1. We're going to straighten that front right leg. We'll reach forward. Let's actually step that back foot up a little bit. Lowering your right hand down, left arm to the sky. Looking up at your thumb. Keep breathing. Feeling the shoulders stack, the hips stack, that tailbone's reaching towards the back heel. 3, 2, 1. Slight bend in the knee. We're going to come up. Reach the arms high, feet parallel. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Taking your left toes out this time, we'll bend into the knee. Opening the arms wide, so readjust your feet. You might want to slide that right foot back a little bit. Arms wide to the side. Shoulders over the hip. Finding that left knee moving towards the left pinky toe. Look at your arms. See if they're in a straight line or not. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep welcoming more space and sensation, energy moving through the body. 4, 3, adjust, shift, or just welcome the sensations that you're feeling. 2, and 1. So maybe straightening the leg. We'll step that back foot up a little bit. Reach forward, lowering your left hand down, right arm to the sky. If that doesn't feel good, you can always bring your hand on your hip. Just keep breathing, feeling the hip stack and the shoulder stack, feeling the tailbone move towards that back right heel. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale and come all the way back up, bringing the feet parallel. We're going to take your right toes forward, bring your left foot up into the left a little bit. We're going to reach that left arm forward, rotate, reaching your right arm back. Maybe looking at that back right thumb. Now you can stay here, or also feel free to lower that left hand down. So what feels good? 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to inhale, come up. We're going to windmill back to the center. Take a smile, take a deep breath. Let's do the other side. So left foot forward, right foot reaches forward. We're going to reach your right arm forward, left arm back. So again, you can stay right here. This is perfect. This is beautiful. If you want to try lowering the hand down, reaching that left arm to the sky. Keep breathing. More space, more energy moving through the body. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, come up, unwind. Beautiful. Let's bring your hands to your hips, let your eyes close. Take a deep breath, let go. Now we're going to keep your feet parallel. You might want to slide the feet a little bit wider. We're going to reach the arms wide. And now you're going to lower your right hand down, reach your left arm over to the right. Beautiful, big side stretch. We're going to sweep the arm along the horizon, lifting up. Left hand down, right arm overhead. Beautiful. Reaching that right arm along the horizon. We're going to do that 2 more times from side to side. So right arm down, left arm overhead. And then sweeping the arm along the horizon, lowering down, other side. 1 more time. Using your breath to help you move. Beautiful. Reaching. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Lifting up. Let's turn the toes out. We're going to bring the hands on the thighs. Maybe moving your hips a little bit from side to side. Sinking down, feeling the hips open. If you want a little bit more challenge, you can come onto your tippy toes. And then lowering the heels down, straightening the legs. Beautiful. Let's find a warrior B. We're going to reach it back. And then bringing the forearm on the thigh or the hand inside the foot. So that's up to you. Let's sweep that left arm overhead. Maybe looking at the hand, 2, and 1. We're going to come all the way up. Feet parallel. We'll do that on the other side. So gently bending in. We'll inhale, reach and lengthen back. And then exhale, forearm on the thigh or hand inside the foot, up to you. Sweeping that right arm overhead. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lift all the way up, feet parallel. We're gonna take that wide-legged forward fold, and then somehow, as gracefully as possible, you're gonna find yourself onto the ground. Beautiful. Let's move the fleshy part from this sitting pose. Taking a moment to bring your hands onto your thighs, you're gonna point your fingers back, and we're gonna push that thigh muscle back, and then roll the shoulders back, elbows down, flexing through your feet, and just welcoming whatever sensations you're feeling. 2, and 1, and we're gonna gently release that. Now you can stay right where you are, or if you want, maybe starting to fold forward a little bit. Maybe you're lowering your elbows down. If it's really challenging or it's too much behind the back of the legs, you can always bend your knees a little bit. So always listening, what's gonna feel better for your body. Honoring you. 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna slowly start to walk the body back up. Let's take your right foot. You're gonna bring that into the left thigh. Rotate your body towards that left leg, and we're gonna fold forward. You can grab onto the foot. Maybe you're grabbing onto the shin. What feels good? Maybe your hands are on either side of the leg. If it's too much, again, behind that left knee, you can always bend the knee, bringing your nose towards your knee. So breathing wherever you are. Softening, finding more space, maybe moving the jaw a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lift up. We're gonna keep the left hand on the left leg. You're gonna reach your right arm open. You can stay here or turn your thumb down. Maybe bring the hand behind the back, or maybe even try to grab onto that left thigh. Rotating and rolling the shoulders back, looking up towards the ceiling. And again, just welcoming the sensations that arise in the body. Keep breathing, reminding yourself that you are in this present moment, here and now. 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly unwind. Beautiful. Let's take your right leg out, and you're gonna bring your left foot in. We'll rotate the body facing that right leg. Let's gently lift up, and then we're gonna slowly fold forward. And again, maybe you're grabbing onto the foot, maybe it's the leg, maybe you're pulling down a lot. Maybe the hands are on either side. You can always bend the knee too, if that's gonna feel better for your body. Just breathing and welcoming whatever sensations you're experiencing here in this moment. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna slowly start to walk up. We'll bring our right hand onto the leg, reaching that left arm open. Again, you can stay here or turn your thumb down, bringing the back of the hand to the small of the back, roll the shoulder back, or maybe you're reaching all the way for the right upper leg. Keep breathing, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. So even feel the stretch in the neck. So all the places in the body, finding more space within. 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna slowly start to unwind. Beautiful. We're gonna stretch that left leg out again, and then let's bend your right knee. And hopefully you can get your foot kind of down on the ground, and it's fine if it's way out there. Just starting to let that leg lift. We're gonna play with something, so just do the best that you can. You're gonna take your left hand somewhere on the right leg, so it doesn't matter where you're grabbing. You're gonna take your right arm, you're gonna reach it to the sky, and then let's bend the elbow. You're gonna bring the hand behind the head, and then press your head into the hand and see if you can feel a little bit of a stretch deeper in your body. Keep holding on to that right leg. Pressing down, anchoring through the foot, maybe flexing and energizing that left leg. So lots happening here. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently let that go. Beautiful. Let's stretch out. Hopefully your body's like, woo, I feel lots of energy right now. Let's do that on the other side. So we're going to bend the left leg and we're going to slowly, once you're ready, you'll grab your right hand wherever you can onto the leg. And then we're going to make sure we're pressing down here, flex to the opposite foot. We'll reach up, bending the elbow, bringing the hand behind the head, pressing the head into the hand. So creating the space, but finding some resistance as you hold on to the left leg. Flexing to the right foot. Keep finding more space in your body. Noticing where you feel it. Maybe it's different on this side. You need to shift something to let it feel better. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly release and let that go. Beautiful. We're going to turn the body and we're going to stretch the legs out in front of you. Move the fleshy part from the sitting bones. Maybe a slight bend in the knees, lifting up. Exhale, fold forward, chin to the chest. If you want to straighten your legs a little bit more, let that happen. Just keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll slowly rise. Let's take your right foot outside of your left knee. We're going to wrap your left arm around the right leg, and we're going to turn and twist, looking over the right shoulder. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Now, perhaps as you're here, you're going to reach your right leg up. It doesn't matter where you're holding on to the right leg. Maybe reach your arms up. 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower the foot down. Let's bring your hands behind you. Point your fingers out to the side. We'll bend both legs, feet on the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your heart up. You can stay right here. Or maybe inhale, lift those hips up. Let your head and neck fall back. And exhale, lowering back down. Beautiful. We're going to gently keep your right leg forward this time. Left foot outside of the right knee. Wrapping that right arm around. We'll turn and twist. Breathing here. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently release and unwind. We're going to slowly lift that left leg up. Again, doesn't matter where you grab, just to get it steady. We'll reach the arms up. 2 and 1. You're going to bring the foot down. We're going to bring the hands behind you. Let's bend the knees, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lifting your hips up. Exhale, lowering those hips back down. Beautiful. This time, let's grab behind both knees. You might want to see if you can find the front of the sitting bones. We'll roll the shoulders back. Feel the rib cage anchor. Squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom. 1 and 2. And maybe sitting back on the sitting bones. You can just hang out here. If you want, you could reach your legs up. Maybe they're bent. Maybe they're straight. What works for you? Maybe you're even reaching your arms up. So it doesn't matter what feels good for you here in this moment. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to bring your feet down. Let's take the soles of the feet together and we'll slowly fold forward. And just allow yourself to fold forward in any way that works for you. So maybe you're folding way forward and maybe you're like, I don't like this with the feet together and knees apart. Do something that's going to feel good and nurturing for your body, and keep breathing. And noticing, releasing, letting go, softening. Four, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly start to walk the hands back up. We'll bring the hands outside the knees, bringing the knees together. Let's slide your hips towards your heels, and we're going to slowly come lower all the way onto your back and squeezing your knees towards your chest. Rocking a little bit from side to side. And hopefully your body's feeling way different than it did when we began. Still having a few more shapes that we're going to move into, but just noticing how your body's feeling now. We're going to start by bending, keeping the knees bent. You're going to bring your feet on the ground and reach your arms overhead. Maybe feeling a little bit of an arch in the back. And then we're going to exhale back, flat knees towards the chest again. Do that a few more times. Inhaling. Little work for the core exhale. If you want to add on, you can always reach the legs straight out as you do this. And then exhaling, just coming back. Let's do 5 more. 5. Exhale. Inhaling 6. 4. And exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. And exhaling. Let's do one more for good luck. Inhale. And exhaling. Beautiful. We're going to come bring your feet on the ground. And then this time, let's cross your right knee over your left. And we are going to take your left arm underneath your right arm. So your right arm's on top. And you're going to bring your hands together, try to grab onto the arm somewhere. And you're going to bring your fingers, if you can, over your head. Your feet are on the ground. And then 5 times, we're going to squeeze the elbows and knees together. So exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. You're going to unwind your arms. You're going to reach your arms wide to the side, and then maybe let your knees fall over to the left. Perhaps turning your head to the right. And you don't have to twist real deeply. Just how does it feel for your body? Little teeny bit of core work. Maybe you're going to adjust your right hip higher to the sky and press down through the right shoulder to feel the sensation in a different place. So your jaw release. 2 and 1. Now you're going to keep your right leg over that left knee, and we're going to drop everything over to the right, turning your head to the left. And again, pressing down to that left shoulder into the ground or the mat. 2 and 1. We're going to gently release. Beautiful. Let's release the legs. Press through the feet. Maybe just lift the hips up a little bit. Take a little shimmy in your hips. And we're going to lower your hips down. Adjust your shoulders. And we'll cross your left leg over the right. Now, the right arm is going underneath the left. So the left arm's on top. We'll try to bring the hands together, reaching the fingers towards the ground. And then we're going to do this just 5 times. So we'll exhale, squeeze, inhaling. And inhale, a little bit of core work. Exhale. And inhaling. 2 and 1. Beautiful. We're going to unwind the arms wide to the side. We're going to slowly start here by dropping the knees over to the right. So you can kind of be in control of this. How far do you want to twist? Maybe you're going to lift your left hip up a little bit, press down to the shoulder. Maybe your left foot's more on the ground, so you're not twisting as deep. So again, what feels good here? And it doesn't have to be the same as it was on the other side. Sometimes things feel better on one side than they do on the other. We want to try to get as symmetrical as possible, but sometimes this is not available. And you just notice where you are. And we're going to inhale and come up. And now we're going to exhale over to the left. Maybe keeping that right shoulder into the ground, adjusting how it feels good for you. Noticing how your hips and glutes feel. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift back up. We're going to unwind the legs. Maybe lift the hips up just a little bit. We're going to do one more thing, and then we'll take some bridge poses and start to finish up. So we're going to grab hold of the knees. Keep your arms extended as possible, and you're going to roll over towards that right glute a little bit. And just kind of notice, how does that feel? You might need to even prop up onto your right arm just to work into the piriformis. And just kind of notice how those glutes feel. You can always stretch your legs out a little bit. So just play here for a moment. 2 and 1. We're going to come back onto the other side, maybe starting with the hands onto the knees as you roll over. You should feel a nice little blood flow as you put a little pressure there. And then you can kind of play what feels good. So it might, again, be a little bit different on this side than the other side. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly start to come back onto your back. Keeping your feet on the ground, arms alongside the body. We'll roll the shoulders back, readjust your spine. And if you want to, tilting your tailbone towards your knees and lifting the hips away from the ground for bridge pose. Perhaps grabbing onto the heels or interlacing your hands behind your back, pressing to the back of the head, feeling the chin move a little bit away from the chest. Maybe coming up onto the tippy toes, lifting your hips a little higher. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower all the way back down. Beautiful. Let's take 2 more back bends from here. If that is available to you, you can do exactly what you just did. If there's another variation that you prefer, maybe you want to hold on to the sides of the mat or support your hips, or perhaps you want to bring your hands under your shoulders and lift up with straight arms and straight legs. So just do what feels good. Let's take 5 breaths as you inhale, lift up. Finding more space. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to gently come down, take a break. Just pause, readjust your body. Let's take a big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhaling and exhale. Fantastic. Let's do one more breath. Inhale and exhaling. Beautiful. Let's lift for one last back bend, either lifting the hips up for bridge pose or bringing your hands under your shoulders. Any variation. Maybe there's another back bend. Maybe you're still resting or you're doing something else. What feels good for you? 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back down. Let's squeeze the knees towards the chest, rocking from side to side. So we are moving into a full moon time this evening. So typically we want to keep our feet on the ground so we stay grounded, but if your body's really craving a shoulder stand or reaching the legs to the sky, that's completely fine. You might want to just do one leg at a time. So we have one foot on the ground at least. Just kind of do that, sort of a little superstition. Or if you want to, let's take one more forward fold, perhaps stretching the legs out in front of you, if that would feel good. Or maybe you're doing a little combo of it all. And we're going to just take about another minute or so moving our body, and then we'll begin to move into a rest and meditation. Just keep softening. Three, 2, and 1. Maybe you're starting to come, if you were in a seated forward fold, coming back onto your back. You can take a final twist if you'd like to, or if there's any other moves that your body needs, just taking your time to work through that. And then whenever you're ready, you can slowly either come to laying onto your mat or finding a comfortable seat. And we're going to start to move through a little rest and meditation. So if it feels comfortable, allowing your eyes to close. And taking a really big, deep breath into your whole body. And exhale, just giving yourself permission that it's okay to soften for a few moments, to release, to let go. And then begin to allow your body to shift, to just get a little bit more comfortable. So maybe bringing your feet a little bit apart, maybe letting them fall out to the side. Perhaps allowing the palms of the hands to face up towards the sky. Letting the shoulder blades roll back and maybe adjusting your head and neck a little bit. Just moving anything else in your body that will feel good for you. Taking another really big, deep breath in. And exhale, letting go. A little bit further. As you notice all of the points that are touching the support beneath you. So the back of the head, the shoulder blade, parts of the back, the glutes, the backs of the legs, the heels. Feeling all of the back of the body very heavy, but being held. And then feeling this spaciousness moving through the soles of the feet and the tips of the toes, the tops of the feet, the shins, the knees, the upper leg, the hips, abdomen, chest, upper chest, notch at the base of the throat, shoulders, arms, palms, fingertips, notch at the base of the throat, feeling the face soften, the mouth, the jaw, the cheeks, the ear, temple, eye, eyebrows, forehead, top of the head. And then taking a moment to bring your awareness to your right arm, breathing from the right fingertips to the shoulder, exhaling from the shoulder to the fingertips. Just welcoming a sense of spaciousness in the right arm and maybe saying to yourself, I am peace. As you bring your awareness now to the left arm, breathing in from the left fingertips to the shoulder, and then exhale from the shoulder to the fingertips. And as you breathe through the left arm a few times, creating space within, be saying to yourself, I am peace. Now bringing your awareness to the right leg, breathing in from the right toes to the hip, exhale from the hip to the toes. And as you breathe through the right leg, creating more space and saying to yourself, I am peace. Now moving to the left leg, Breathing in from the left toes to the hip. Exhale, hip to toes. And as you breathe through the left leg, I am peace, creating space within. I want you to bring your awareness to the base of the spine. I want you to imagine you can inhale from the base of the spine all the way through the back of the body to the top of the head. And then you're going to exhale from the crown of the head to the upper lip. We're going to just breathe through this cycle a few times. So breathing from the base of the spine through the back of the body, inhaling all the way up to the crown of the head. And then exhale from the crown of the head to the upper lip. Breathing in from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And exhale from the crown of the head to the upper lip. One more time, inhaling. And exhale. You can continue with that breath if you want to try one more breathing practice. Breathing in from the base of the spine all the way back up to the crown of the head again. And then I want you to imagine an energy line running through the right and left side of the body as you exhale through the sides, all the way out through the edges of the feet. So breathing in from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. And exhale through the right and left side of the body, simultaneously exhaling, releasing out the sides of the feet. Inhaling again, feeling this energy just start to move off of your body. And exhaling. One more time. And exhale. And then just taking a moment to let yourself be. And just notice what arises in the spaciousness, in the softness, in the stillness. And then as you're ready, bringing your awareness to your fingertips and toe tips. And if it feels appropriate and like you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. Welcoming sensation back. Maybe starting to turn your head a little bit from side to side. Try to keep the eyes closed for another few moments if you can. And then maybe reach your arms overhead and just start to point and flex your feet a few times, taking a big stretch through your body. And again, if your body's still needing to rest, let that be. And then perhaps bringing your knees towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs, giving yourself a great big hug, thanking yourself for taking this time out for you today. You can slowly, if it feels good, rolling over to your right or left side. Maybe making your way up to a seat and bringing your hands to your heart center. Maybe the palms are together. Maybe one hand on top of the other. Maybe your hands are in your lap. It's okay. But let's gently bow your chin to your chest, honoring the wisdom within you, that inner knowing, that true essence of peace, love, happiness, and wisdom. Honoring the time that you've taken to connect with that, even if it was just for a moment. And thank you all so much for allowing me to guide you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Give yourself a sweet smile. Namaste.